like a king. You can X around now, say the same thing. They chasing the fame, they got one name, but they ain't got what's running through these veins. Make way for the king. Make way for the big shots, big balls, big rings, big rocks, big bag, big moves, big cars, big man, big plan, get lost. We've been this long. Look at me now, you can't hold me down. So give me the crown. We're not the same, we're not the same. We're not the same, we run everything. We're not the same, we're not the same. They ain't got us running through these veins. Make way for the king.
Getting to play these games at home, this stretch where 3 of the 4 games are at home, that's important too. And you got to take care of your business the way you've done really for the last, 3 years. Since the year after the state championship, it's been really hard for opponents to come in here and get a W.
Some of those guys we're going to possibly see tonight back in the lineup. One of them is Corbin Johnson. He did not play last week. Another name who tonight we may get to call, Jackson Edwards, for the first time all season, is suited out tonight and could see some action as well. And that'll be a big lift for the College Station defense to get him back in the action as well.
Well, he's also a guy that's been a captain out there all year long, so that's important. The other thing is Cedar Park showed up with a paper banner, and anytime you play a team that I support that doesn't use a paper banner, you're in a bad way. But no, it's good to get those back. It's good to get him back, and I like the fact that Martinez might be available tonight as well.
Trevino, yes, in the running back position.
You have a chance to get healthy and have some success, and I like that.
Cougars making their way onto the field now. Here comes Cedar Park. The Cougars wearing black tops with white numerals, purple trim, white pants. Cedar Park, all white uniforms. They've got the dark green helmet, dark green numerals, and lettering on their jerseys. They will be wearing their all whites. College Station at 4-1 overall, 2-0 in District 11 5A. Cedar Park at 1-4 and 1-1 in District. And that's your matchup tonight as College Station looks to stay perfect.
Yeah, and I think that the excitement. You've got homecoming next week. We're going to have the band performance after the game tonight. So
senior night
for the band. So they'll get introduced at halftime, and then then they'll be able to perform after that. So if you're a fan of the band, you want to make sure you stay around after the ball game. So a lot of stuff's going to go on here tonight. Not just the football game.
We've got a good crowd here. There's still plenty of room, though, if you're driving around and want to make it out here. We've still got room for you, and there's plenty of seats. But if you can't make it, you can stay right here with us. We're going to have all the action for you as we do all season long. We're going to step aside while they play the national anthem. When we come back, we'll continue the Frostbank pregame show. We'll also have your kickoff. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
School Chorale under the direction of Katie Zorn.
Cedar Park will recall and elected to receive College Station or defend the south end zone.
It's an onside kick, and Connor Young may have recovered it himself. We'll see if he did. He did. Connor Young with the onside kick, and he is going to recover it. Actually, I'll take that. Yes, that was Connor Young that recovered it at the at the Cedar Park 48-yard line. So the Cougars coming out with a little trickery. 2 weeks ago, Coach Pryor told me you may see something different on special teams. We hadn't had a chance, but tonight, first kick, they see that Cedar Park's back, and they do the old onside kick. And
well,
recover.
Brian Edwards wasn't on the 12th-man kickoff coverage team for nothing, and they got a read on that and then a great job getting your back, go 10 yards and then have your back to the ball, and you can watch it go across the 50-yard line before you fall on it. And how about that? You get a penalty before the first snap of the game?
No, I think they're going to just say the referees weren't ready. The play clock wasn't moving, so Rick Hall resets the play clock. I thought it was going to be a penalty as well, but it wasn't. Arrington Maiden, your quarterback for College Station. The starting running back tonight is going to be Aiden Martinez-Brown. Bo Corton, Jackson Verdugo to the right of the formation. A.J. Tisdale to the left. Going to hand it off to Martinez-Brown. He'll go off the left side, breaks a tackle, breaks another one, and finally dragged down inside the 40 at the 39, a gain of 9. Actually, they're going to give him 10. They'll mark him at the 38, and that's going to be a first down.
A great job there running left. The Cougars set size on that side. Utley didn't play in the second half of the ball game last week.
Shotgun formation. Maiden's going to throw. He was intended for Tisdale. Tisdale unable to handle that, and it'll set up 2nd and 10. Yeah, you did mention Big Jake Utley. Second half, he was in street clothes. I think it was just a situation where they knew he wasn't going to play, and so he went ahead and put on some shorts, but he is out there to start tonight. That's always a good thing to have him out there. 2nd and 10, bring a receiver in motion. It's Tisdale. They're going to pitch it to him. Tisdale's going to break a tackle. He's going to cut back inside, and he's going to have another first down as he gets 10 yards to the 28.
Yeah, and Tisdale, we've seen him on mainly the first drive of the games, and then he would come out, but a 10-yard reception right there.
Actually, they'll give him 11. They moved it forward to the 27, so give him 11 on the game. 1st and 10, opening drive for the Cougars. Going to turn, fake the give to Martinez. Going to throw down the field. He's got a receiver, and that is caught. That is going to be Bo Corton at the 15-yard line. So he faked the give to Aiden Martinez-Brown, rolled to his left.
Easy 12-yard pickup right there. And that's what play action after you establish that running attack certainly helps.
This time he is going to hand it off to Aiden Martinez-Brown. He starts outside, cuts back in, breaks a tackle, and down inside the 5. Let's see where they mark him. They're going to mark him right at the 5, and that'll be another first down. It'll be 1st and goal for the Cougars at the 5. Actually, they mark it at the 4 with 10:40 and counting here in quarter number 1 on the opening drive of the game. Send 2 receivers right, 1 to the left. Martinez-Brown in the backfield. Bring Corton in motion. Fake the give to him. They give it to Martinez-Brown. He's going to be swallowed up immediately. In the backfield is Alex Grayson, and that's going to be a loss back to the 6.
Yeah, Grayson, good-looking prospect there. Lose 2, but still we've seen the rushing attack really already establish itself.
Now they just moved it back to the 7. So a loss of 3 on the play. Or no, did they mark him at the 5 on the previous one? Okay, my mistake. Give it to Martinez-Brown again, up the middle, and he'll get inside the 5 to the 2, I believe is where they're going to mark him. That is where they mark him at the 2. It'll be 3rd and goal from there.
Now the ability to run pass right here.
Zach Dang in the backfield along with Martinez-Brown. They're going to give it to Martinez-Brown up the middle. Touchdown, Cougars!
Pretty efficient drive after that onside kick, and you try to steal the possession. When you steal the possession and you turn it into points, nobody feels better than that than the special team coaches and the special team players that made that onside kick happen.
Connor Young on to add the extra point. The snap, the spot, the kick is up, it's good. 9:37 to go, quarter number 1. Your new score, College Station 7, Cedar Park 0. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
Club Car Wash is now open with a new location in Bryan.
You said 9:37 left?
Ria Road. And we're
Thank you.
for a limited time, Club Car Wash in Bryan is giving you $1 washes and donating the proceeds to the Long Way Home Adoptables. Club Car Wash, now open in Bryan at 1632 West Villa Maria Road. Find them online, clubcarwash.com.
Club Car Wash, join the club.
Take advantage of the recovered onside kick to take the 7-0 lead.
Yeah, that 2-yard touchdown run, 22 yards passing. The other 35 yards on the ground, but 8 plays there to cover those 47 yards, and it's a great job. And you got a completely different kickoff alignment now lined up. And also, I want to see if there are any hard hits on some of those guys, that, especially your kicker after you get a recovery like that.
Chapa and Wool back to receive the kickoff from Connor Young. They stand at their own 5-yard line. And this time Young will put his foot into it. It's going to come down to Wall. He'll field it at the 9. 15-20, has a hole, 30, 35, shakes a tackle and then dragged down at the 42-yard line. A good tackle there by Brooks DeWitt. Cedar Park will start 1st and 10 at its own 44.
Yeah, and that's like we saw last week, the scoring drives were on a return kind of like that. So got to solidify that part of the game still for the Cougars.
Aiden Arp is the quarterback for the Timberwolves. His backfield mate is going to be Tyree Nicholson. Ball on the near hash. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Shotgun formation. Arp's going to take it himself, looking for room off the left side. He's going to be hit, shakes the tackle from Colton Griswold, but then there were 3 or 4 other Cougars there to wrap him up after a gain of a yard.
And quarterback, lead. Basically, it's the running the sweep play with the quarterback, and your Nicholson being your lead blocker, and not going to be able to make much hay on that tonight.
2nd down and 9. Arp looking to throw under some pressure. Now he's going to take off. He's going to be hit, and he'll be dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Corbin Johnson in there.
He pulled that down to run pretty quick, and they're going to try to go fast, but Arp having an equipment issue with his shoe.
Yep, his left shoe. He's having an issue there, but he's back now. Shotgun formation on 3rd and 9. Going to run the option. He'll keep it himself. Now he throws a little flip pass out to his running back, Nicholson, and it's no gain on the play.
Actually lost a yard because they book it back at the 50, still no play. Yeah, no gain.
No gain, so 3 plays, 1 yard for Cedar Park, and here comes the punt team. It'll be Connor Schutte who will punt it away. Back to receive for your Cougars is going to be A.J. Tisdale. He'll stand at his 24-yard line. Schutte gets the punt off. Good high, wobbly kick. And it's going to hit out of bounds.
33 maybe.
Mark it. Oh, they're going to mark it way up at the 35-yard line, Scott.
Yeah, just kind of carried out. We do have a little bit of a north wind, so that's a little bit different with the wind at the back. Now into the face of the Cougars here on this 2nd drive, but starting at the 35.
Cougars leading at 7-0, 8:22 to go here in quarter number 1. Shotgun formation for Arrington Maiden. He has Aiden Martinez-Brown to his right. Maiden looking to pass. Here comes the pressure. He gets the pass off. It's going to be caught by Zach Dang. Can't shake the tackle, though, but he does get a 3-yard gain.
Close to a real big play right there by Dang. As had a chance there. He was kind of shaking on that, and they're having still some more clock issues.
Yeah, the play clock down on our right is not working. It's not off. Give Arrington Maiden a lot of credit on that play because he had about 3 or 4 defenders bearing down on him.
Yes.
He kept his composure, saw Dang out there, was able to flip the pass out there and get the completion for the 3-yard gain.
Well, and Dang read it correctly that he was the hot route receiver. We've had some misfires on that when the receivers haven't read that it was going to be a blitz. He did that one just right.
So the play clock to our right. Hold on, Coach.
Please cut the play clocks off.
So
Both
Rick Hall's
sides.
asking them to cut it off because the one on our right keeps going out, so you can't have one on and not the other. So they're going to cut them off.
Keep it on the field, and that's what Coach Pryor just told Maiden, to make sure that everybody knows they're keeping it on the field. Don't pay attention to those play clocks.
2nd down and 7 for the Cougars. Corton in motion, going to give it off to Aiden Martinez-Brown. He's got a nice hole off the left side, runs into his own man, but he does have the 1st down up near midfield as he gets to the 49. Big hole on the left side there.
Another big carry. The Cougars are just dominating the line of scrimmage, especially to the left side. And that's what you expect, like we said, with Utley over there really doing a great job.
Maiden looking to throw. He's going to throw deep. It's incomplete. As it looked like there was a little confusion. A.J. Tisdale stopped short. The throw went long. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Yeah, it's a spot throw right there. And trying to make sure you get the right read on receiver and quarterback. And Tisdale being a two-way guy, that's not a big surprise if they could have a spot in the state.
Hand it off to Martinez-Brown. He goes off the left side again, dancing around. He's going to have another big pickup into Cedar Park territory as he gets to the 31-yard line.
Shaking and baking. 20-yard gain right there. So 1, 2, 3. That's his 4th carry where he's gained more than 10 yards.
He'll check out to get a breather. Wilson Stapp will check in for him. They're going to throw the bubble screen out to the right side to Corton. Corton can't shake the tackle, and he gets about 4 on the gain, however, and it'll bring up 2nd down and 6. Corton, great article about him today in the Eagle written by Jake Weiss. You get a chance, if you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's a really good article about Corton and all he's done on the field and off the field to help this team. Give it to Wilson Staff. He'll go up the middle. He'll get to the 25, and that'll set up 3rd down and 4.
Yeah, pick up a couple yards there.
Martinez-Brown will check back in. Stapp hit the sideline. So we approach 6.5 to go with College Station up 7-0. And facing a 3rd and 4 at the Cedar Park 25. Maiden takes the snap, gives it to Martinez-Brown. Fighting forward, he's going to be a yard short of the 1st down, maybe 2. We'll see where they mark it.
Maybe officially 2, but I think that, that's puts you in a position where you may decide to go for it.
Yeah, it's about 1.5 yards short, but they're going to go for it. Martinez-Brown checks out. A little gimpy coming off to the sideline, and Wilson Staff will check in for him. Cedar Park now making a couple of substitutions as well. Trips to the left of the formation, 1 receiver to the right. It's Jackson Verdugo. Dang, Corton, and DeWitt to the left.
Back in that box. Let's see if the Cougars check to a pass play.
They do look over at Coach Pryor. They change the play here. Assuming they still have plenty of time on the play clock. As Dang comes in motion, now he heads back where he came from. Maiden's going to throw to Dang, and it's incomplete. He had him wide open, just led him a little bit too far, and Dang wasn't able to hold it.
So when they saw that 8-man box, they changed to a pass play, and it was a good play. He did have a little bit of pressure coming at him and had to get rid of the football. Can't take a sack on that play, have to throw it, and turn the ball over on downs back to the Timberwolves.
5:27 to go, quarter number 1. College Station on top 7-0. Cedar Park now takes over 1st and 10 at its own 23. Shotgun formation for Aiden Arp. He's going to turn, hand it to Nicholson. Not going to find much there as he's going to be stacked up. Cinco DeGear in there, Harrison Robinson as well, and also A.J. Tisdale coming up. Actually, excuse me, that's Chance Johnson. That's 9. And Nicholson gets a yard, a generous yard there.
Yeah, and you're averaging 1 yard on every play that you run. Not really having a whole lot of success yet.
Fake the give to Nicholson, going to throw the bubble screen, and it'll be good for a yard, maybe 2. We'll see where they mark it, as that is complete to Jackson Brock. They do give him 2 on that one to the 26, but it sets up 3rd and 7. Formation for Art. Now he's going to look over to the sideline. They're going to change the play.
Doing a clap, and the Cougars not falling for that and getting a false start. Learned from watching game film last week.
Bring a receiver in motion. Art takes the snap. He's looking to throw. He's got a receiver across the slot, but the play is broken up by Shane Bellows.
Tony Hamilton.
Jaden Bellows.
Jaden Bellows and Tony Hamilton each had an opportunity to intercept that ball. It went through both of them. The receiver had no chance to receive it, and you had 2 Cougars that did have a chance.
And that'll force another punt from the Timberwolves. Connor Schutte to punt. Back to receive is Tisdale. AJ will stand at his own 44. Schutte gets the punt away. This one's a good kick. Drives Tisdale back to the 36. He fields it there. He's going from right to left. Dances around and finally brought down at the 41-yard line.
Had some contact with the punter there, but not roughing, and they let play go on. And the Cougars going to start in good territory again at the 41.
College Station Cougar football brought to you by Club Car Wash. Club Car Wash, become an unlimited member, and every month you can wash your ride whenever you need. Club Car Wash, join the club. 7-0 College Station. We're just short of 4 minutes to go here in quarter number 1.
Martinez Brown still on the sideline, kind of walking through something, trying to get his leg loosened up.
That'll give Wilson Staff a chance to get some carries, and he gets the ball here, gets 3 up to the 44-yard line.
Staff's 2 older brothers played defense for the Cougars. A little bit of offense, but they were mainly defensive players. Their dad was a defensive coordinator at that time as well. So it's hard to believe he's grown up enough to be a varsity player.
Empty backfield. Tim Marin's going to throw out to the right side. He threw the pass. Corton was still turning around, and Corton was not able to haul it in. It's incomplete, setting up 3rd down and 7.
He'd throw that to the outside shoulder, and that one was to the inside shoulder. And Maiden right there had an opportunity. It wasn't going to be a first down, but a 7-8 yard play. Could have been made right there, but just thrown to the wrong shoulder.
3rd down now. Stapp in the backfield behind Maiden. Dang in motion. They're going to hand it off to Stapp. He's going off the left side. Big hole. He's across midfield and finally dragged down at the 44 of Cedar Park. A nice first down gain there for Wilson Stapp.
Maybe 12 yards there, but a huge run.
Big run on 3rd down, and the Cougars now 1st and 10 at the Cedar Park 44. Maiden looking to throw. He's got time. He was throwing out to the right, and he way overthrows Corton there.
We had Maiden with the shoulder injury a couple weeks ago. And just got to dial in that accuracy. He's been better throwing to the left than he has to the right. It's like he's opened up his body a little too much, and those balls have not been accurate. That one sailed on.
2nd down and 10 now. Going to hand it off to Stapp. He'll dance through the middle and be dragged down, but not before he gains 8 yards. Actually, give him 7 to the 37. Sets up 3rd and 3 for the Cougars here as we go under 3 minutes to go in the quarter. Two receivers to the right of the formation, one to the left. Dang in motion. Now he'll stop on the right side, give it to Stapp, and he's going to be dragged down. A great shoestring tackle there by Isaiah King, and Stapp will lose a yard there. Actually lose 2.
Spot where a punt, you could punt it, but only pick up, net maybe 20 yards if it went in the end zone, so they'll leave the offense out there.
Well, and if you don't make it, your defense has given you every confidence so far.
Exactly.
So. Empty backfield for Maiden. He's going to take it himself. He's going to dance through the middle, shakes a tackle, but he's going to be stopped short.
Picked up 3 when he needed 4.
Good job there by Reed Vines, who made the tackle for Cedar Park. And for the 2nd time tonight, the Cougars turn the ball over on downs. Cougar football brought to you this season by Prosperity Bank. Real bankers, not just a bank. Prosperity Bank member FDIC. And by ASAP Equipment. To purchase or rent premium equipment at affordable prices, visit asapequip.com. Tim Schnettler, Scott Clendenin, glad to have you along on this Friday evening. College Station leading at 7-0 over Cedar Park with 2:10 to go here in the first quarter. Arp is going to hand it off to Nicholson. He'll find some room off the right side as he gets across the 40 to the 41. Gain of 5.
Longest gain of the night so far. 5-yard gain right there. 2nd and 5 is their best 2nd down possession they've had.
It's Tyree Nicholson on the run. Shotgun formation again for Arp. Going to hand it off to Nicholson again. He trips. As Arp gave him the ball, Arp was holding it in there. It was an RPO, and he held it a little bit too long, and their feet got tangled up, and Nicholson's going to lose yardage back to the 39.
Lost 2 right there, and 5 steps forward and 2 steps back. It's pretty good, a 5-yard gain, then lose 2. So 3rd and 7 upcoming again.
We approach 1 minute to go here in the first quarter with College Station up 7-0. Harp takes the snap, looking to pass, good protection. Now here comes some pressure from Corbin Johnson. He rolls away from it, and he's just going to have to throw it away. Corbin Johnson just fighting and fighting to get through his blocker, got the pressure on Art, forced him to roll to his left, and then there was nobody open.
And then here comes Griswold. And he's ready always out there when he reads that, hey, I can go attack, whether it's on a punt or an extra point, field goal, or a play out there at the edge. He's always accelerating towards that football.
Schutte on to punt again. A.J. Tisdale back to receive once again, stands at his own 28. Schutte gets the punt off. It's a high wobbler. Tisdale telling everybody to get away from it. Takes a huge Cedar Park bounce. This is going to be inside the 10 and killed at the 7. Tisdale did the right thing to get away from that, but it was end over end, and it took a huge bounce for Cedar Park.
Yeah, getting away from it, yes. Letting it bounce and roll like that, then you look at it, and it was a ball that you need to go up and make a play, just get it and get down to the ground. So, but Martinez Brown back on the field. That's big for the Cougars as the field has been flipped now, and they're going to be behind the 8 ball here starting inside their 10.
1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line with 47 seconds to go in quarter number 1. Marin takes the snap, gives it to Martinez Brown. He'll go off the left side, and he tripped over his own man. Gets across the 10 to the 11, a gain of 4. Probably would have had a bigger gain if his feet didn't get tangled up there.
Well, so you're fortunate. Their feet get tangled up as a 2-yard loss, changes a whole drive. Here you don't get a touchdown run, but you get a 4-yard play.
Empty backfield. They're going to throw the bubble screen to Corton, and that is read perfectly by Cole McLaughlin, and they're going to drop him back at the 9-yard line.
Lose a couple yards there, and the passing attack just isn't clicking right now for the Cougars, and that's something they're going to want to have to do something to make that work, because it is, the second quarter has got to see the passing attack get the ball going.
That's the end of the first quarter. College Station on top, 7-0. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
A tradition may be a little too unsophisticated for some people in other parts of the state, but we know that sometimes a little tradition can go a long way. I like these traditions. That's one of the reasons why I do my banking with Prosperity. Prosperity Bank knows good business and good banking. They were with me when the economy was rough, and they'll be with me as the economy grows stronger. They run their bank right. It's their tradition. Member FDIC, ProsperityBankUSA.com.
Club Car Wash is now open with a new location in Bryan at 1632 West Villa Maria Road. And we're ready to celebrate. For a limited time, Club Car Wash in Bryan is giving you $1 washes and donating the proceeds to the Long Way Home Adoptables. Club Car Wash, now open in Bryan at 1632 West Villa Maria Road. Find them online, clubcarwash.com.
Club Car Wash. Join the club.
Second quarter about to get underway here at Cougar Stadium. It's brought to you by Ed Phillips Plumbing, the real 24-hour plumber, ed-phillips-plumbing.com. And as we come back to action, College Station facing a 3rd and 8, maybe 3rd and 8. Yeah, trying to see where they have the ball spotted. They're going to give it to, or Maiden's going to take the snap. He's going to throw out to the left side. Zach Dang taken down before the ball even got there, but no flags, and the pass is incomplete to set up 4th down.
Well, 23 did go through him, Marsh did, and it looked like there was contact there, but, they deemed the ball uncatchable as Dang had, no chance to get the football after that contact.
That'll bring on Connor Young to punt it away. He'll stand about 3 yards deep in his own end zone. Back to receive it is going to be Wool along with Chapa. They stand at the College Station 40. Here comes the pressure. Young gets the kick off, and it's a good kick. It drives Chapa back to the 49, and he slips down. And Cedar Park will take over 1st and 10 at the College Station 49.
That's a good punt right there, and the pressure, and you've seen him shorten up that punting motion after the first game of the year. He's done a really good job with that, and there right there is a good high kick with the wind behind him and able to, really give yourself an opportunity. When those two guys are standing at the 40-yard line to receive a punt, you've got a little bit of pressure to get it off and get a good one. We saw it right there.
Best starting field position of the night for Cedar Park at the College Station 49. Harp takes the snap, hands it off to Nicholson. He's going to dance around, waiting for a block on the right side. Doesn't get much of one. He gets a yard, and in on the tackle for the first time this season we'll get to call his name was Jackson Edwards.
That's it right there. I knew you were going to lead into that one. It's great to see Edwards make a play, being out there playing at the linebacker spot again.
2nd and 9. Harp takes the snap. He's looking to pass. Here comes the pressure. He's going to have to roll away from it. He dances inside, breaks a tackle, still on his feet, and finally wrapped up and dropped. But not before he gets it to a 3rd and 2 situation. Good tackles out there in the open field by Tony Hamilton along with DeAndre Harwell.
Yeah, 7-yard gain right there on a play where you had an opportunity to get him for the sack. And that time Griswold got a little hip shake at him, and he went outside when the quarterback cut it back in.
3rd and 2 now for Cedar Park at the College Station 41-yard line.
How much pressure are they going to be to make this a 4-down situation here?
Harp takes the snap. He's looking to throw, and it's intercepted. That is going to be Colton Griswold, and Griswold at the 30, at the 20. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Cougars!
Intercepted that one at the 39-yard line at the 1st down mark. I told you that earlier pass, a slant play, went through 2 Cougars, and Griswold able to take that one back 61 yards for the pick 6 and double that lead with a successful extra point here.
Colton Griswold with the big pick and return for the touchdown, and the Cougars up 13-0 with the extra point to come from Connor Young. The snap, the spot, the kick is up. It is good. 10:25 to go in the 2nd quarter. Your new score, College Station 14, Cedar Park 0. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
Club Car Wash is now open with a new location in Bryan at 1632 West Villa Maria Road. And we're ready to celebrate. For a limited time, Club Car Wash in Bryan is giving you $1 washes and donating the proceeds to the Long Way Home Adoptables. Club Car Wash, now open in Bryan at 1632 West Villa Maria Road. Find them online, clubcarwash.com.
Club Car Wash. Join the club.
Colton Griswold intercepts a pass and returns it 61 yards for a touchdown to make it 14-0 Cougars.
And he had only been looking at the slant. The Cougars read it right there. They'd had an opportunity for an interception on a slant play earlier. It went through 2 different Cougars for an incomplete pass. And right there, you're able to really change what Cedar Park's looking to do with that. So you stole a possession on the onside kick, then you get a pick 6, 14-0 lead. When your 2 established drives, you've turned the ball over on down. So it's kind of evened itself out here in the first, 13 and a half minutes of the ball game.
Chapa and Wall back to receive the kick from Connor Young. They stand at their own 5-yard line. Young puts his foot into it. This is going to come down to Wall on the far side. He's got the 10, 15, 20. Gets a block 25, 30, and dragged down right there. Actually, they're only going to give him the 29. And that's where they'll start. As we go through this quarter, we're going to take a look at our Brazos Valley scoreboard. It's brought to you by Amarillo National Bank. Amarillo National Bank, locally owned, family strong, and here to stay. Visit anb.com today.
Just starting the 2nd quarter, Leander Glenn leads Georgetown ECU 14-8. 14-3, Georgetown over Leander High. A&M Consolidated leads Pflugerville Hendrickson 10-0 starting the 2nd quarter. And the other ball game is Rudder trailing Huntsville 7-0. They're just starting the first part of that game.
Arp's going to hand the ball off to Nicholson, and he's going to be dragged down in the backfield. Cinco de Gear back there to make the tackle. No gain on the play. Sets up 2nd and 10.
I wonder how gun-shy Arp's going to be now on his next pass play, because that was an easy pick 6.
He's going to throw. He's got a receiver. That's Chop out on the left side. Choppa catches the ball, cuts inside, and dragged down by Colton Griswold. Give him a gain of 4, setting up 2nd and 6. 3rd and 6, excuse me.
But as we saw last week, he's completed 3 of his 6 passes with an interception. He's got 6 yards. Cougars just eating you up with their secondary's ability to stop you in your tracks wherever you catch a ball.
It's his 7th interception he's thrown this season. He's dropping back to pass here. Here comes the pressure. He's going to pull it down and run, and he's going to run into a host of Cougars led by Jaden Bellows, and it's going to be well short of the first down.
Only picked up 1 yard there. So, the Cougars' defense has got to be the strength of the story of the whole season since the first game of the year. What they've done defensively since the first game of the year has just been magnificent.
Schutte back to punt once again. Tisdale stands at his own 33. Schutte puts his foot into it, and end-over-end kick. It's going to be fielded at the 30, bobbled by Tisdale. Now he's going to dance around looking for some room.
Flags
he's got a hole. He's going to break down the left side, but there are flags everywhere. Here comes another one. And so much for the Cougars being penalty-free. I think every ref threw a flag on this play.
Yeah, and I think it's probably going to start at the 22-yard line where this illegal block in the back or holding will back the Cougars up 10 yards. Maybe the 23-yard line is where they'll start.
We've got 2 flags down at the 40-yard line. We've got 1 down at the 48-yard line. Looking to see if there's any others. I mean, I think everybody just kind of felt like, hey, I got to throw my flag here.
Always can go to the hat. So it's good to see that it was just the yellow laundry. But, yeah, hey, if you play into the –
2 fouls against the return team. Block in the back. Number 30 for the return team. Holding. Number 2 on the return team. Cedar penalty from the spot of that foul.
Okay, so they're only going to have marching back to the 30. So still not bad that the Cougars take over at the 30-yard line here.
8:26 to go in the second quarter. The Cougars on top, 14-0. Arrington Maiden leads the offense back out. He's got Aiden Martinez-Brown back there with him. Jackson Verdugo and Bo Corton to the right side of the formation. It's a tight formation, nobody out wide. Maiden takes the snap, fakes the give, rolls to his right. He's going to throw. He's got Dang. Dang's going to make the catch. He's at the 40, cuts inside, breaks a tackle, and dragged down at the 50-yard line.
Much better job there. The throw on the run kind of cleaned up his motion there. Pick up 20 yards there on first down. That's a big play. That's what Maiden needed to get going. And good play call by Stoney prior to make that one the emphasis to get a good completion there.
They'll go with the tight formation again, except this time they'll hand it off to Aiden Martinez-Brown. He'll try to find some room off the right side. Doesn't find a lot as he gets to the Cedar Park 48, so give him 2, setting up 2nd and 8.
Now you also have the opportunity to run play action again, because you have established that you can get a first down on any running play.
Tight formation again, going to pitch it to Martinez-Brown. He'll go off the right side. He's got the 45, cuts inside, now cuts outside 40, and dragged down at the 35-yard line. And that's another Cougar first down.
13-yard pickup right there. And you turn even though it was a second and reasonably long, able to get that offensive line. That time to the right side, really getting the running game established.
Maiden looking to throw. He's got Martinez-Brown all alone on the left side. He makes the catch, but coming up and making a good open field tackle is going to be Isaiah King, and that's going to be no gain on the play.
Yeah, it was a good tackle right there, and kind of baited him into that. The coverage downfield, you had to check down to Martinez-Brown, and if he makes a guy miss, it's a big play, but they didn't have that happen.
Second and 10, handed to Martinez Brown off the left side. He's got a big hole, and he'll get a gain of 9 to set up 3rd and 1 at the 26-yard line.
And May did a good job carrying out his fake. Looked like he was throwing the football when he handed it off there on the wraparound draw and a 9-yard gain.
When the Cougars go off that left side behind Big Jake Utley, it's like they can get 5 to 10 yards every time. They just need one here to convert on 3rd down. They give it to Martinez Brown. He dances through some traffic, and he's not going to have the first down, as he's going to be hit in the backfield and brought down by Brady Efford along with Reed Vines.
We're going to go big package here for the Cougars.
Cinco de Gear, Corbin Johnson check in. Also checking in is Xavier Vela for the first time tonight. 4th and 1. Cougars going for it again. Give it to Martinez Brown, and he's going to be hit right at the marker, and I think he's going to be short.
He got a bad spot right there because he didn't extend the ball forward. His body, and for the 3rd time, the Cougars are going to get turned over on downs here. I don't know that he got it, but I think that spot is probably about 4 or 5 inches short of really where he was. But he did not extend the ball forward, which is a risk.
Right.
Get the ball knocked out. I mean, I've seen some plays.
We saw that somewhere.
But they weren't inside the 20-yard line or inside the 10. But you turn it over on downs there.
Cedar Park takes over 1st and 10 at its own 26 after stopping the Cougars for the 3rd time tonight on 4th down. 5:49 to go in the half. College Station on top, 14-0. Cedar Park has not been able to get anything going offensively. Aiden Arp, the signal caller. Takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. This is a different running back. And Colton Griswold's going to come up and drag him down for a loss. That is going to be Jaden Gallegos for the first time tonight. And he loses a yard, and there is an injured Cedar Park player.
Yeah, and Gallegos, I like the fact he had a Cougar that was grabbing him by the shoulder pads. It was up high. He didn't pull him down. He held him up till somebody else could come in, and that's paying attention to the fact that you've got to stay away from that horse collar play, not only for the penalty, but the how people get injured on that play. This injury was away from the action where the tackle was made. It was in the center of the field.
It's going to be one of their offensive linemen who is down. Now he sits up.
50.
That's going to be number 50, Wyatt Valente. Let's see, they're still tending to him, but he has sat up. And we're going to take a break while they tend to him. 5:36 to go in the half. 14-0 College Station. Actually, let's keep it here as they get him up now. He's up and walking off the field.
I wouldn't say that's walking.
No, he's hobbling off the field. And he'll get a hand from the College Station
I'm
crowd.
running the clock on seeing if we got that 30-second spot in. But, that looks like a guy that's not going to be back in the ballgame anytime soon, in the way the Cougars' defensive line has established control of the line of scrimmage. Doesn't bode well for the Timberwolves right there.
As we come back to action, it'll be 2nd and 11 for Cedar Park at its own 25. 5:36 to go in the half. College Station leading at 14-0.
These are top sophomore in Texas football, 6'2", 230-pound offensive lineman that has to come out of the ballgame.
Aiden Arp, the quarterback. Gallegos in the backfield with him. 2 receivers to the left. And Arp's looking to throw. Here comes the pressure. The pocket collapses, but he gets away from the pressure, and then he'll be knocked down from behind. It's going to be Malik Cotton, and then coming from the front is going to be Jaden Bellows. Malik Cotton, a kid we talked about in the pregame show, he had a heck of a game last week over at Eastview.
Thought they were going to go with some tempo, but they're not, as they set the offensive line quickly, but look over to get the play call here on 3rd and a good 4 yards.
Arp and Gallegos in the backfield. Arp's looking to throw. He throws out to the right side. He's got a receiver. That's Chapa. He makes the catch. He's got the first down and more as he drags a defender with him to the 46.
First real good pass play of the ball game.
Harrison Robinson on the tackle, but it is enough for a first down. Now they go with a little tempo. Fake to give to Gallegos. Throw it out to Chapa on the left side. and he'll be hit as soon as he catches it, but he gets a gain of 2. And he'll set up 2nd and 8 at the Cedar Park 48.
And finally got a little time on that 14-yard play there to get the ball down the field. Bunch formation here.
Gonna fake the give to Gallegos. Harp is gonna keep it himself. Now he'll pitch. He had a receiver running back there with him, and they pitch it to him. That is gonna be Wall, and he's gonna be hit immediately by Chance Johnson, and they lose 2 yards back to the 45.
Yeah, I don't think Wall wants the ball like that anymore.
No. I mean, it turned into an option play, and he pitched it to Wall, and Wall was plowed immediately.
Yeah, Johnson was reading his man, which was the pitch man. Never even looked at the quarterback. Played that option perfectly.
3rd and 11. Art back to pass. Good protection. Now it breaks down. And Corbin Johnson gets away from his defender, but he can't get to him. And then as Art throws the ball, he is hit by Shane Bellows, and the pass goes incomplete. Really surprised there wasn't a holding call there, as the lineman was up around the neck of Corbin Johnson and right in front of the referee, but no flag, but great pressure by the Cougars, and it'll force a punt with 3:30 to go in the first half.
Cougars going to get the football to start the second half after you had, the Timberwolves actually take the football to start the game. The Cougars stole that possession with the onside kick. So big opportunity right here for Tisdale on this punt.
Schutte with the punt, gets it away. It's end over end. It hits, takes a sideways bounce, and it'll go out of bounds at the College Station 25-yard line.
So big opportunity right here for the Cougars to try to go put points up there on the scoreboard. They've had drives where they've been established, but it's been the big plays that have given them the points on the scoreboard.
They lead it 14-0 with 3:21 to go in the half. Arrington Maiden is your quarterback. Aiden Martinez-Brown in the backfield with him. Corton and Verdugo to the right of the formation. Brooks DeWitt to the left. Going to give it off to Aiden Martinez-Brown off the left side, give him 3.
They changed their defensive front into a stunt there, moved him, and that took Brown right into the hole where he was going to go and pick up that 3 yards.
2nd and 7 now. Maiden takes the snap. He's going to throw the bubble screen, and it's going to be read well once again. It's complete to Corton, but he is hit immediately. And once again out there to make that play is going to be Cole McLaughlin. They've been all over that bubble screen to Corton tonight.
They've had 3 negative plays on the screen plays and a no gain. So you've got to pump and go deep off that play.
Lost a yard on that one, sets up 3rd and 9. Maiden's going to fake throw, going to give it to Martinez-Brown. He'll go up the middle, but he's going to be short of the first down as he only gets to the 32. He needed the 35, and the Cougars will be forced to punt.
I think he was 1 hole in that he needed to go out. He had a lead blocker 1 hole out from where he took the football, and but he saw the opening, thought he could turn that into the 8 yards needed. He picks up 5.
Connor Young will come on to punt. Chapa and Wall back to receive the kick.
See with the wind at his back if Young can get another good punt like his last one.
Chapa and Wall stand at their own 35. Young stands at his own 20. Takes the snap, puts his foot into it. Good kick, fair catch called for and fumbled, but falling on it immediately was Chapa. He could not haul it in, but he was able to get it on the drop at the 32.
I think if you're Cedar Park, you're thinking, hey, last week we were in a close game at halftime that we led and we lost. Here we're in a close game, we're trailing. The Cougars, 1 minute and 36 seconds. I would expect them to run the football. Maybe Cougars use some timeouts, try to get the ball back one more time.
Both teams have all 3 timeouts. Harp is looking to throw on first down. He's looking to throw across the middle. He's got a receiver actually out on the right side, and that's going to be caught. And that is Chapa at the 49. So one play, and they're knocking on the door of midfield here.
And Chapa's been the only guy that they've gone to that's been able to get any separation in the backfield. 16-yard gain right there clock continues to run, though.
Harp takes the snap, fakes the give, looking to throw. He's got time. Dancing around, now the pressure comes, and he tries to flip it off right as he's being driven to the turf by Colton Griswold, and it's incomplete. That was intended for Jackson Brock. Harp just danced around from right to left, and Colton Griswold was coming, and he knew he had to get rid of it.
They're going to take Brock off to the sideline there, put a little more speed on the field. See if they're going to try to give him enough time to throw the ball downfield.
Second down, here comes the pressure. Corbin Johnson's got him sacked. Corbin Johnson coming off the right side of the line, and he sacks him back at the 40-yard line.
Big 9-yard loss right there.
And a timeout being taken here by College Station. We'll take it with them. 59 seconds to go in the half. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
A tradition may be a little too unsophisticated for some people in other parts of the state, but we know that sometimes a little tradition can go a long way. I like these traditions. That's one of the reasons why I do my banking with Prosperity. Prosperity Bank knows good business and good banking. They were with me when the economy was rough, and they'll be with me as the economy grows stronger. They run their bank right. It's their tradition. Member FDIC, ProsperityBankUSA.com.
59 seconds remain in the first half. Cedar Park facing a third and long from its own 41-yard line following that sack by Corbin Johnson.
3rd and 20 in their long play. The night's been 16 yards, so the Cougars have a good opportunity to get the football back with one tick under a minute left to play.
Cougars took their first time out following that sack. Harp in the shotgun formation. He's looking to throw. Here comes some pressure. He steps up. Now he's going to let go of the pass. It was intended for Chapa. It's incomplete. And that'll stop the clock with 53 seconds left for the Cougars.
And only took six seconds there. And now you have a chance for Tisdale to make something happen in the punt game. So let's see where they put him. Shorten him up maybe a little bit with him kicking into the wind and have an opportunity to get under it and get a punt return here.
Not only that, but the incomplete pass lets you save both of your timeouts. Judy on to punt. Snap is back, punt is off. Tisdale and Hamilton both back there, and Tisdale lets it bounce, and it takes a Cedar Park bounce, and it'll be killed at the 17-yard line of College Station.
Twice that they've had a big roll after a punt that almost all year long we've seen Tisdale come up and make the fair catch. Yeah, they punted away. And yeah, they had a maximum rush on that play trying to get a punt block there. And Griswold comes off the sideline. He's the last guy off. And you know he's mad that he didn't get a punt block. Look at him down there. Look at that body language. Why didn't I get that to that punt block?
Cougars take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line with 41 ticks on the clock. They do have 2 timeouts. Maiden's going to roll to his right, looking to throw. He's going to let it go. He's got Bo Corton, and Corton makes the catch and goes out of bounds right around midfield. We'll see where they mark him. They mark him at the College Station 49.
That 32-yard pass right there, the best throw that we've seen Maiden make in 2 weeks.
The clock stops as he goes out of bounds with 35 seconds left. Cougars trying to add to their lead. They lead at 14-0. Maiden takes the snap, fake the give, roll to his left. He's going to stop, he's going to throw. He's got a receiver, it's Corton. Corton makes the catch. He'll be driven out of bounds after a 9-yard gain to the Cedar Park 42. Actually, they're going to mark it 8-yard gain to the 43. But the clock does stop with 26 seconds to go.
Let's see if they look at Verdugo. He hasn't had much action here tonight. See if they can get him isolated out here up running down the Cougar sideline.
2nd and 2 for College Station at the Cedar Park 43. Maiden's looking to throw across the middle, intended for Dang. It's off his hands, incomplete. And that'll set up 3rd and 2. 22 seconds remain here in the first half.
Well, with the timeouts, you can run the football here. Or you can work the ball passing to the middle. I think that's why Dang was the look there on the slant play because you knew you could call timeout if you had to.
Maiden's going to roll to his right. He's looking to throw. He's going to throw deep. He's got Corton, and it's incomplete. Coming over to break it up. A good job there by the defender.
Don't know how
Scott
it's the
Marsh.
second time that they've had a play where the defenders got there about the same time as the football, and you don't get the call there. The coverage was good because the ball was up in the air, but I'm thinking the ball was still in the air when the contact happened.
Cougar coaching staff agrees with you, Scott, as they're all looking for a flag, but no flag. It's 4th and 2, and the Cougars keep the offense on the field with 15 seconds to go.
Now they'll send an all-out blitz against the Cougars.
Trying to throw the bubble screen to Corton. It's incomplete, and it'll be another turnover on downs.
Whereas Consolidated got limited last week on penalties, taking 2 touchdowns off the board. The turning it over on 4 downs has been the bugaboo for the College Station Cougars against Cedar Park here tonight.
4th time tonight they have turned it over on downs.
Cougars have outplayed Cedar Park almost the same way they did Eastview last week, defensively dominating the game, but not being able to stay on the field and having those fourth down turn the ball over has been a killer.
Aiden Arp's going to take the snap, hand it off to Nicholson, and he'll get about 4. And that should be the final play of the quarter, and it will be the final play of the first half. A first half that was dominated by College Station, but as you said, Scott, turning it over on downs didn't do them any favor, but they do have the 14-0 lead.
Yeah, and I think that, they have controlled the football game. They're going to get the football to start the second half. They've got to be more efficient on 3rd down. Don't get to the point where you have the 4th down plays, and I think that would go a long way to increasing this 14-0 halftime lead.
College Station on top, 14-0. We're going to send it back to the station. We've got some programming for you, and then we'll come back. We'll recap the first half, get you ready for the second half as College Station takes on Cedar Park here tonight. The Cougars leading at 14-0. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
KBMK, Wheelock, Bryan, College Station.
1 second.
Alternative, Maverick 100.9.
21 minutes.
Okay, thank you.
Ever find yourself in a department store with a question, but you can't find anyone who actually works there, so you just wander? That's what it feels like when you call most banks. But at Frost, we have live customer service 24/7, so you can speak to a real human right when you call, every time you call. No phone tree, no bots, just help from a real human when you need it. It's about being there for you. It's about more than money. Frost Bank.
When you need a plumber, you need someone who offers every service in the book, from faucets, sinks, and toilets to backflow, leak detection, and sewer cleaning. That's my dad, Ed Phillips Plumbing. You also want the finest customer service. Again, that's my dad, Ed Phillips Plumbing. And since plumbing problems never pop up at opportune times, you want 24-hour service.
It is my pleasure to introduce the celebrity officers. Social officers, Emma Johnson, Hayden Howard, Lila Wood, and celebrities line officers, Second Lieutenant Aaron Denny, Second Lieutenant Riley Pierce, First Lieutenant Kylie Burnett, and celebrities Captain Sandra Ziegler. The The celebrity star of the week is Brielle Cardenas. Please direct your attention to the center of the field as the celebrities perform their traditional kick routine to Wabash Cannonball. Now, let the celebrities entertain you with their high-energy calm routine to the land of 1,000 dances. Although the full band cannot be here for tonight's game, this Pennsylvania is thrilled to be here for one of our outstanding football team and band team. The Timberwolves band students and staff would like to wish the College Station High School Cougar Band the best of luck this season. The Cedar Park Band would like to thank Diamond sponsors, the Blue and TC Park Ministry, Cotton Sponsors, Kane, Ministry of Electronic Services, and Multi-Area Advertising. The Timberwolves band would like to thank Principal John Sloan, his principal Barney Rogers, and the entire Cedar Park High School administration for their continued support of the reigning UIL 5A state marching band champions. This concludes our halftime activity. Cedar Park High School halftime is directed by Cougar Santo, Jeremiah Armstrong, Roland Chavez, Casey Kinsey, and Christopher Lee. And now the Strutters are excited to entertain you with their brand new kick routine to feel this moment. The Strutters would like to recognize the Teacher of the Week from the CSHS Fine Arts Department, Mr. Seal. The Strutters are under the direction of Christine Planeke and Alyssa Rivera. Thank you for supporting our College Station Strutters. Go Cougars! Cougar fans, we would like to take a moment to recognize our senior band members tonight. Seniors, will you please move to your recognition spot and have your family join you? Fans, please join us in honoring Uzair Ali, joined by mother Humera Ali and father Usman Ali. Logan Auckland, joined by father Jonathan Auckland, mom Lisa Auckland, brother Devin Auckland, and Jacob Auckland. Tyden Ayers, joined by aunt Tracy Collins. Avery Burkett, joined by father Jim Burkett, mother Brandy Burkett, and brother Nate Burkett. Zach Carpenter, joined by father Doug Carpenter, mother Julianne Carpenter, and brother Joel Carpenter. Kiara Clark, joined by mother Janet Clark, and sisters Jasmine and Kyla Clark. J.C. Cole, joined by father Jason Cole, mom Marcy Prophet, stepdad John Prophet, and stepmom Ashley Cole. And also Blake Dubeck, joined by Rick Dubeck, father, and Summer Dubeck, the mom. Peyton Faulkner, joined by Jennifer Faulkner, the mom, the dad Brian Faulkner, the brothers Sam and Kyle Faulkner, the sisters Quinn Faulkner, and family member Jenna Kelly. Brandon Fink, joined by mother Heather Fink and father Justin Fink. Grayson Garcia, joined by Mary Garcia, father Joe Garcia, and brother Andrew Garcia. Sophia Garibay, joined by mom Rosanna Lopez, and father Nazir Garibay, and brother Amir Garibay. Joshua Glanz, joined by his mom Mariana Glanz, sister Abigail Glanz, and brothers Matthew and Russell Glanz. Jessica Gomillion, joined by father David Gomillion, mother Noelle Gomillion, sister Mary Gomillion, and brother Stephen Gomillion. Cedric Gonzalez, joined by Marco Gonzalez, the father, Edna Gonzalez, the mom, Katina Williams, godmother, and Naomi Gonzalez, sister. Mia Harden, joined by mother Joette Harden, and father Jim Harden, and sister Autumn Harden. David Havens, joined by Rob Havens, father, and Regina Havens, the mom. Casey Hawkins, joined by father Jason Hawkins, mom Lizette Hawkins, and brother Noah Hawkins. Levy Herring, joined by father Matthew Herring and mother Deanne Herring. Denisha Jenkins, joined by Brother and Gerald Jenkins, mom and dad. Ethan Johnson, joined by Jeremy Johnson, the father, and Alyssa Johnson, the mom. Ayla Knight, joined by mom Catherine Knight, father Todd Knight, and Jacob Knight, the brother. Nadav Lavi, joined by Liat Lavi, mom, and Sorrel Lavi, dad, and sister Cherie Lavi. Cole Lawler, joined by brother Jonathan Lawler and friend Kendall Neves. Caleb and Elliot Lewis, joined by their father Brian Lewis and mother Gail Lewis. Adam Maka, joined by Dennis and Darby Maka, and Allison Maka and Ann Maka, sisters. Mackenzie Martin, joined by Amanda Martin, the mom, and Terry Martin, the dad. Ashley McCauley, joined by father Monty McCauley and mother Heather McCauley. Cindy McGee, joined by Brandy Hernandez, the mom. Brendan LaPlante, the brother. Ashley LaPlante, sister, and Leland Stoops, the nephew. Malachi Morales, joined by Pearl and Trey Sparks, his mom and dad. And Grant Perry, joined by Joel Perry, the father, and Molly Perry, the mom, and Maggie Perry, the sister. Caleb Verdugo, joined by Kevin Verdugo, the father, and Jim Verdugo, the mom, and Colin Verdugo, the younger brother. Lexi White, joined by mother Barbara White. Samuel Weisepapi, joined by Jason the dad and Jamie the mom, and Anna and Ella the sisters. Trace Wood, joined by Jamie Wood the dad and Melinda Wood the mom, and Oregon Wood the sister. And finally, Riley Zeilman, joined by mom Linda Suarez. Seniors, thank you for a fantastic 4 years with the band. The Cougar Band and Guard is forever grateful for your loyalty, service, and dedication. Ladies and gentlemen, please give our seniors a big round of applause. Don't forget to stay after the game to watch the current Midway Marching Preview champions perform their show, The Process of Invention. Thank you to all our wonderful fans. We hope you enjoyed halftime and have a wonderful weekend. Thanks to College Station High School Cougar Club, would like to recognize our top tier members. Partner level members include the Hama Bucks, Listen Here Ideology Center, Dr. Robert Marin, the Jeff Young family, Julie Prospect, Napa Flats Wood Fired Kitchen, Navasota Industrial Supply, the Staff family, Posted Yoke, D. Grimm Incorporated, the Stafford family, Wright Major Dentistry, Dr. Stephen Wright and Dr. Andrew Major. We thank you and all Cougar Club members for investing in our student athletes.
interest, Burleson Centennial leads Denton Ryan 14-13 at halftime. It's one of the three teams ranked in front of your College Station Cougars in the polls, as Longview 5-0. Then they play Forney tonight. Mansfield Timberwolves. We saw Mansfield Timberview last year, didn't we?
We played Mansfield. Do we play Timberview, or it's Mansfield Summit, Mansfield Timberview? I can't remember who. Oh, actually, you know what? I've got it. Hold on.
Okay.
I have it. I know I have
Well, they're second ranked. They're 6-0.
Mansfield Summit.
Okay,
That's who we
Summit.
played
Okay.
last year. Yeah.
They're off this week, and then, as I said, Ryan was trailing Burleson Centennial. Port Arthur Memorial is number 5. Looking at some of the other teams in the top 10, as those are also Aledo 4-2 is number 6. Frisco Reedy 7-0 is number 7. Amarillo Tascosa is number 8 at 5-1. Lancaster 3-2, and then Richmond Foster, who last week they were ranked 6th. They got beat for the first time this year.
Right.
Magnolia West beat them 12-7.
Yeah, I saw that. A big upset for Magnolia West.
So there we go. We looked at every score and top 10 rundown. That's why we got the best halftime in high school football.
Cedar Park has made its way back onto the field. College Station is on the field, but they're doing some warm-ups. They have not run through their tunnel yet. We're still about a little over a minute, as actually Cooper's Troopers are going to run out through the tunnel now. Here they come, the youngins who have joined the Cougar Club, getting their chance to run on the field.
Hey, he's running all the way through the goal line. That's a great job right there. Don't let up. And no paper banner for Cedar Park to start the second half.
The Cougars now are making their way into their tunnel to make their run out onto the field, as we will get the second half underway. College Station leading it 14-0. I want to remind you, next week the Cougars will be at home once again. It'll be homecoming as they welcome Leander Glenn into Cougar Stadium. That's a 7 o'clock start. You can hear the action right here on Maverick 100.9 with a 6:30 pregame show. 2 weeks from tonight, Cougars will be on the road heading over to Georgetown to take on the Georgetown Eagles. That will be a 7 o'clock start as well. And then 3 weeks from tonight, back here, the big showdown is A&M Consolidated will come in, and you'll have the battle between the Cougars and the Tigers.
But I think the Cougars here a big start. Watch her return onside kick type situation here. I'd make sure that Coach Edwards going to have that locked in as far as what the Cougars do here. Offense, I like how they played that last drive. I thought they got Maiden out on the edge. He was more accurate with his passes. And then Brown, who got nicked up a little bit, ran real hard. And I think, Wilson Stapp giving them something as a backup tailback as well.
College Station will receive the ball to start the second half and to start our third quarter, which is brought to you by Kelly Burt Dozer, your #1 excavating contractor. Kelly Burt Dozer, 778-1902, proudly supporting the youth of our community. Back deep to receive for the Cougars will be Bo Corton along with Aiden Martinez-Brown. Actually, it'll be A.J. Tisdale who will be deep with Martinez-Brown. Corton and Dang will be the up receivers. Kicking it off for Cedar Park is going to be Andrew Gear.
Thank you.
And we are ready to get the second half underway.
Looks like we'll have the play clock here in the second half.
First time we've seen Gear kick tonight. Put his foot into it, and we are underway in the second half. This is going to be a short kick. It's going to be fielded on the run by Dang, and he'll fall down as he fields it. But the Cougars will start 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now the Cougars got a chance right away to increase this lead. This is a big first drive. Start the second half.
Harrington Maiden, your quarterback. He's going to empty out the backfield. Aiden Martinez-Brown, A.J. Tisdale to the left, Verdugo, Dang, and Corton to the right. They're going to throw to Dang on the slant, and he'll be hauled down at the 35-yard line. Gain of 7. Sets up 2nd and 3. Dang was your inside receiver. He's cut to the hash mark. pass was there from Arrington Maiden. Now they'll go tight formation. Tisdale will split out to the left. They're going to pitch it to Martinez Brown, and he's going to be hitting the backfield, but he's able to drag that defender with him and turn it into a gain of 2 yards.
Pretty good run right there with a guy on his back. Pretty close to having a horse collar there.
Actually, just give him one. Ball is at the 36-yard line. They need the 38. Maiden's going to take the snap, give it to Martinez Brown off the right side. He's got the first down as he's up across the 40 to the 41.
5-yard gain right there, running right. I like that even though the strength of this offensive line is to the left, you're not completely left-handed. You will go right and left.
Going off the right side behind Antonio Calderon and Logan Bradshaw. Maiden, plenty of time to pass. He's going to go deep. He's got a receiver. It's Tisdale, and he overthrows him. Tisdale had a couple of steps on his defender, and Maiden's pass was just too far.
Need a little bit more air. Got the north wind blowing behind him a little bit. But a good look down there because the offensive line was a stone wall in front of Arrington Maiden.
2nd and 10. Ball is at the College Station 41-yard line. Opening drive of the half.
It's back to the pistol formation.
Corton in motion from right to left. Going to give it to Martinez Brown. Picks his hole, and he's going to be dropped for a gain of 1. That'll set up 3rd and 9 as we approach 10.5 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Lots of guys in the box that see when Maiden checks out of a run play and looks downfield when you see an 8-man box in front of him.
Play clocks are on, but they are not running. We do not know what the play clock is down to. Get it off in plenty of time. Maiden fakes the give, and he's going to throw. He's got a receiver, Brooks DeWitt, and DeWitt makes the catch, and he's into Cedar Park territory at the 43-yard line. Just a fake handoff there to Martinez Brown, and then Maiden rolls to his right, and wide open was Brooks DeWitt.
The 15-yard pickup.
Hand it to Martinez Brown. A little bit of a bobble on the exchange, and that allows the defense to get back there, and no gain on the play.
They're selling out against the run here in the second half. So Maiden's going to have to get some ball down the field. He's done it.
Second down and 10. Hand it off to Martinez Brown. Not going to find a lot there, but he does manage to push forward for 2, maybe 3. Let's see. Yes, they'll give him 3 to the 40. That'll set up 2nd and 7. 3rd and 7, excuse me.
Yeah, they were late on switching the down marker there.
Coach Pryor and the College Station Cougar offense dials up here on 3rd down.
Bunch formation again.
He's going to roll to his left. Looking to throw. He's going to throw downfield. He's got a receiver. It's DeWitt, and he overthrows him by about a step or 2.
And he had a hold. Well, actually,
yeah, there's a flag down on the far side.
Yeah, and it was Martinez Brown trying to help there. Going to lose the edge.
Cedar Park declines it. And the Cougars will send out the punt team on 3rd and 7. At the Cedar Park 40-yard line.
What kind of angle kick you can give here. Try to pin them back deep.
Chapa and Wool back to receive. They stand at their own 10-yard line. Connor Young is the punter. Young just gets it off as the pressure was coming. Fair catch called for, lets it go though, and it bounces into the end zone. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Cedar Park at its own 20 with 8:53 to go in the 3rd quarter, and College Station on top 14-0.
That time, because he had to quick kick it because of that pressure, he couldn't really get the ball to turn to where you had a chance to get a return and bounced on through the end zone. Go ahead.
College Station Cougar football brought to you this season by Club Car Wash. Club Car Wash, become an unlimited member, and every month you can wash your ride whenever you need. Club Car Wash, join the club. Aiden Arp, the quarterback. Tyree Nicholson back there with him. They're going to throw the bubble screen. This is going to be complete. Picking his way to a 3-yard gain is going to be Carter Wall.
Bringing them to 3 yards on the bubble screen is good defense.
Hart this time is going to hand it off to Nicholson, and he's going to pop.
Shane Bellows laid the wood.
Yes, he did. Gain of 2 to the 25, sets up 3rd and 5. Somebody had him up high, and Shane Bellows came in. Somebody had him low, and Bellows came in and popped him around the shoulders. And you just saw Nicholson go the other direction. 3rd and 5. He's going to fake the give. Arp's going to roll to his right. He's going to throw. He's got a receiver, and it's
fumbled it, nope,
incomplete. He's juggling it. That was David Duplantier.
It was not going to get the first down. If it was complete, it was going to be a no gain. But good job there defensively for the Cougars again. You know, you're about to punt in the wind. Tisdale needs to catch this one. Even if you got to take a fair catch, just catch the football, and you're going to give it. You're going to win some field position battle, get some hidden yardage on the positive if you just catch the football.
Tisdale stands at his own 47-yard line. Schutte gets the punt off, end over end. It's going to hit, and it's going to take that bounce. And the thing is, Scott, it's nowhere near A.J. Tisdale. It's way over to the right.
He's solo safety, and they're punting it far away from him.
And so it takes a good bounce again for Cedar Park.
I just think he's got to get over there and keep the ball from advancing like that. Catch it and go to a knee.
Ball is at the 31 of College Station.
I mean, that was 20 yards on the roll.
7:42 to go in the third quarter. Cougars on top, 14-0. I just want to see him pick it up and take off. I want to see a good punt return from him. I love watching him run.
Well, they've got away from the bunch formation this time. It's going to be regular shotgun with 3 wide receivers.
That'll be Brooks DeWitt to the left of the formation. Bo Corton, Jackson Verdugo to the right. Have not called Verdugo's name tonight. I don't even know if they've thrown it his way. DeWitt in motion. Going to give it off to Aiden Martinez-Brown. He's going to be hit immediately. Falls forward for a gain of 1. 2nd and 9. Mason Cade in there on the tackle.
Run the ball 6 times for 8 yards here in the second half.
Going to throw the bubble screen to Zach Dang out of the backfield. He's going to dance around and pick his way forward. Close to the first down marker, about 2 yards short at the 39. And it'll be 3rd and 2.
Like the quick action there. Didn't get that defense, which is bunched up to stop the run, out, and a chance to get the receiver Dang.
Going to pitch it to Martinez-Brown. He'll go off the right side. He breaks to the outside. He's at midfield. Still on his feet at the 40, 30, 20, and dragged down from behind at the 20, or excuse me, at the 17-yard line. A big gain there for Aiden Martinez-Brown.
Yep, 44 yards. That puts him over 100 right there. And a great job just accelerating to the corner there. And that was the bunch formation where they got that outside wide receiver to pinch that defensive end and set up that big run.
Martinez-Brown will step out. Wilson steps in. They give the ball to him. He'll go off the right side, and he's inside the 10 at the 7, and that's another Cougar first down. It'll set up 1st and goal.
Fresh back right there, gets 10 yards, sets you up 1st and goal.
Actually, yeah, they're not giving him the first down. The official on this side marked it as a first down, but the far side said no. So it's 2nd down. They'll give it to Staff. Now he has the first down as he dances inside the 5 to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. First and goal for College Station at the 4-yard line. Aiden takes the snap, gives it to Staff. He's going to be hit in the backfield. He's still on his feet, though, and he'll push forward for maybe a yard. We'll see where they mark it as they unravel the pile. One of the Cedar Park players comes out of the pile with the football, but he was already down. And they'll mark him at the 3, so give him 1 on the carry.
Ground back in now. Staff gave it a good effort on the previous play where he cut back, and that time it was just, neutralize the offensive line at Cedar Park, and he had no way to get his feet going.
Maden's going to fake the give. He's going to roll to his left. He's going to throw to the end zone. He's got a receiver, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cougars, and that is going to be Zach Day.
Your influence at defensive end. He went with the play. You run that running a play away from him, the running play away from him. That time, you fake that pitch, that defensive end, follow the football the whole way. They get a wide open outside look for the touchdown of 3 yards today.
Ineligible player.
Nope.
Downfield.
They're going to wipe it out.
Number 79.
They're going to call Jay Gutley for being downfield ineligible, and that wipes out the touchdown. So we'll have to replay second down, but this time from the 9-yard line.
So take that 3-yard touchdown off the board. And it's just, honestly, I think it's because Utley didn't have anybody to block.
Yeah.
Because that defensive end ran right behind him.
Maiden takes the snap. He's looking to the end zone. He's going to throw the ball up for Bo Corton, and it's incomplete.
Threw his hands there, threw it to the spot. The only way it's going to be Corton catching it, or it's going to go incomplete. That's still a quality pass right there.
So that'll be 3rd down and goal now for the Cougars at the 8-yard line.
And don't be afraid if you don't get this first down, even if you get it down close to kick a field goal. I don't think they can score 3 times to win this game, the way your defense is playing.
Going to send trips to the left of the formation, 1 to the right. The lone receiver to the right is Verdugo. And Hayden's looking that way, going to throw a jump ball to him. He's double covered, lots of pushing and hand fighting, but no flags. And it'll be 4th down, and here comes Connor Young to try a field goal.
Bringing up 4th down and 8 for the Cougars.
So a lot like A&M Consolidated last week. Penalty takes a touchdown off the board. Consolidated didn't get any of those turned into more points. So right now with a chance to make at least 3 points.
This will be a 25-yard field goal attempt. The snap, the spot, the kick is up, and it is good. And your new score with 4:52 to go in the 3rd quarter, College Station 17, Cedar Park 0. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
Club Car Wash is now open with a new location in Bryan at 1632 West Villa Maria Road. And we're ready to celebrate. For a limited time, Club Car Wash in Bryan is giving you $1 washes and donating the proceeds to the Long Way Home Adoptables. Club Car Wash, now open in Bryan at 16.
How long left did you say?
Maria Road. Find them online, clubcarwash.com.
Club Car Wash.
How much time left?
Join the club.
Okay, thank you.
That's the lead on 25-yard field goal from Connor Young. They lead at 17-0 with 4:52 to go here in the 3rd quarter.
Important kick gets you up by 3 scores right there. And Connor Young did a good job getting that down and through. So the Cougars take a 25-yard field goal pretty much any time the opponent will give you that, hold you and make you force you to do it.
Connor Young will kick it off. Back to receive is Chapa and Wool for Cedar Park. Young kicks it down there. It'll be fielded at the 12-yard line on the run by Chapa. And he's got a hole. And he'll get all the way up near the 40-yard line. Actually, that was Wool on the return. Tackle being made there by Fisher Maynard. And it'll be 1st and 10, Cedar Park at its own 39-yard line.
Kind of lost the spot there with your side judge on that side because had a Cougar go into their bench, and they had to kind of extricate him from being over there on their sideline. So now big defensive opportunity right here for the Cougars.
Harp takes the snap. He'll roll to his right. Now he's looking to throw downfield. And it's intended for Wohl, and running step for step with him is Isaiah Pennygraph.
And
it's incomplete.
Pennygraph came pretty close to Taunton right there.
There's been, if you've watched after the plays, both teams have done a lot of talking. There's been some pushing and shoving going on. No flags thrown on any of it, though. But it has been a little bit chippy at times. Nothing over the top. It's now 2nd and down. Harp takes the snap, fakes the give. Looking to throw. Here comes the pressure. He gets the ball off, and it's incomplete. Too tall, nearly intercepted by Harrison Robinson. It was intended for Blake Suber. That'll bring up 3rd and 10.
But you had pressure on the quarterback. He kind of went sidearm with it. It sailed more, and that's what kept Robinson from getting the interception. If it had been thrown over the top, I think he might have had it.
Harp takes the snap, fakes the give to Nicholson. He's going to throw out to the right side. That's going to be complete, but the receiver falls down immediately as he catches it well short of the 1st down. That's Jackson Brock. And it's just a gain of 4. That sets up 4th and 6, and here comes the punt team for the Timberwolves. Connor Schutte to punt. A.J. Tisdale back to receive it. Schutte puts his foot into it. This time, A.J. Tisdale is going to let it hit, and it takes a College Station bounce, but it's killed immediately at the 29-yard line.
That same spot where the Cougars started last time.
28-yard punt by number 17, Connor Schutte, brings that first
3:47 to go in the 3rd quarter. College Station on top, 17-0. Cougars taking over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line. Maiden looking to pass, trying to hit the slant play, but coming in and knocking it down as soon as it left his hands was Isaiah King. King came free and was able to jump up and knock that pass down as soon as Harrington Maiden let go of it.
And Maiden throws kind of over the top at 6'2", so pretty athletic play to knock that one down.
2nd down and 10 now for the Cougars. Going to hand it off to Aiden Martinez-Brown. He's going to be hit immediately and dropped for no gain. Set up 3rd and 10.
That's what kicking that field goal. Big key when Cedar Park's defense has played a lot better to start this 3rd quarter than they did in the 1st half. Really, that 44-yard gain by Brown has been a game changer.
Harrington Maiden takes the snap, rolls to his right, looking to throw. He's going to throw downfield, and it's intended for Bull Corton, but it's going to be incomplete.
Kind of had some contact between a couple of the Timberwolves out there, or they might have had a chance for a pick. So with the touchdown being taken off the board, that's 4 straight incompletions. And 6 of his 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6 of his 9 pass attempts here in the 2nd half been incomplete.
Connor Young to punt it away. Snap is high, but he pulls it down, gets a good kickoff. They're going to let it go, and that's going to take a huge Cougar bounce. It's inside the 10, and it'll be killed at the 4-yard line. A great punt by Connor Young as that one goes 77 yards.
And the snap took him to the right a little bit, but it wasn't they didn't send everybody in punt block that time. They were trying to set up a return, and it might have cost the Timberwolves there because he had a little bit more time to right himself and punt it down there.
I think I did my math wrong. I don't think
67?
67 maybe, yeah. 46 plus where was the ball? 31.
67.
No, it did 67. My mistake.
You did pretty good math, didn't you?
First and 10, Cedar Park at its own 4, and they're going to go out of the Wildcat formation, and it's not going to result in anything positive as Aiden Long. Actually, that's their backup quarterback. Aiden Long is their backup quarterback. And he takes a snap and rolls to his right, and he's going to be dropped for a 2-yard loss. So he is in there for the first time tonight at the quarterback position.
Second down and 12 to the Timberwolves.
Can you imagine that? Hey, you need to go in. First and 10 at our own 4. Why don't you go in and be the quarterback for this drive?
And run quarterback draw.
Yeah. Aiden Long, excuse me, he's the senior. And he's the quarterback. He stands in his own end zone, hands it off to Nicholson. He's hit immediately, manages to fall forward to the 1. Otherwise, it was going to be
backwards to the
he fell forward out of the end zone.
Fell forward to the 1 to lose
a yard rather than a safety.
A loss of 1 makes it third down and 13.
Yes, but it was like at the half-yard line when he actually hit down. They marked him at the 1 proper. But he was taking contact pretty quick there. And now what are they going to do with a passing attack for a quarterback who is 1 of 1 for 57 yards this year?
But he's facing a 3rd and 13 in his own 1-yard line.
I don't think he's going to get time to throw deep.
Not sure what the play clock is at, because as we have said, they're keeping that on the field. Game clock is at 1:20. They're going to hand it off, and who immediately is going to be Nicholson. No gain on the play. Malik Cotton on the tackle, and it'll be 4th and 13, and they'll have to punt from the back of their own end zone as we go under 1 minute to go here in quarter number 3. So Cougars should get good field position. And if they do, you credit it to Connor Young for his punt that he got off to pin them down at their own 4. Schutte will be punting here. Tisdale and Hamilton are both back. Hamilton short. Tisdale stands at his 30.
Giswald up top.
Punt is off. Good high kick. A.J. Tisdale will let it bounce, and it takes a huge Cedar Park roll. And this is going to be killed at the College Station 45-yard line. So Cedar Park gets a good punt from Schutte there. And College Station, with 19 seconds left in the 3rd quarter, takes over 1st and 10 at its own 45-yard line.
Gave up some hidden yardage there.
Wilson Staff is in at the tailback position. He stands to the right of Arrington Maiden. Gonna hand it off to Staff. It's gonna be a reverse to Tisdale. Tisdale fumbles the ball. The pitch was not very good, and that's gonna be recovered by Cedar Park at the College Station 36-yard line. That is gonna be Kaysen Cave on the recovery, as the pitch from Stapp to Tisdale was not a good one, and Tisdale could not handle it. And the Cougars turn it over.
Well, that's about the only thing you could do to give life to the opponent there, is have a mistake and turn the football over. So go for it on downs 4 times, and then a traditional turnover there on the fumbled pitch. Give them their best field position at the 36-yard line, but still they have the backup quarterback in.
Aiden Long is in at the quarterback. 12 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter. Long's going to run the option. He's going to keep it himself, and he's going to be knocked down by Corbin Johnson. And that's going to be a loss of 3 back to the 39-yard line. And that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. College Station on top, 17-0. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
Club Car Wash is now open with a new location in Bryan at 1632 West Villa Maria Road. And we're ready to celebrate. For a limited time, Club Car Wash
Sorry, it's 17-0, right?
Washes and donating the proceeds to the Long Way Home Adoptables. Club Car Wash, now open in Bryan at 1632 West Villa Maria Road. Find them online, clubcarwash.com.
Club Car Wash. Join the club.
Kelly Burt Dozer has been clearing the path for progress for over 35 years. So before construction ever starts on any new home or business, your first thought and your first phone call should be Kelly Burt Dozer. Since 1978, Kelly Burt Dozer has handled hundreds of jobs throughout the Brazos Valley. They know the obstacles you must overcome to successfully excavate and fully prepare this terrain with efficient solutions to ensure a job well done, no matter your time frame or budget. That's Kelly Burt Dozer. Call 778-1902 or click kellyburtdozer.com.
Cedar Park facing a 2nd and 13. College Station 39 as we come back to action here. And they have brought back they have brought back the starting quarterback, Aiden Arp. He's going to throw a pass out to the left side, and it's going to be incomplete.
Would have gotten him back to the original line of scrimmage for a 3-yard gain if he had caught it.
That'll set up 3rd and 13 from the College Station 39. Quarter number 4 brought to you by Ed Phillips Plumbing, the real 24-hour plumber, ed-phillips-plumbing.com. Arp's going to fake the give, looking to throw. Here comes the pressure, and he's just going to throw it away. And that'll bring up 4th down. I want to remind you to stick around following the game for our Zwerneman Flooring post-game show. We'll have an interview with head coach Stoney Pryor. We'll wrap up the scoring drives, and then we'll take a look at next week as Leander Glenn will come into town. And as we move through this quarter, we're going to look at our Brazos Valley scoreboard. It's brought to you by Amarillo National Bank. Amarillo National Bank, locally owned, family strong, and here to stay. Visit amb.com today.
Some of the scores after this punt here.
Judy into punt for Cedar Park. Tisdale back to receive it. Judy puts his foot into it. And Tisdale's going to let it hit, and this will go into the end zone. And it'll be a touchback.
All right, Leander Glenn leads Georgetown Eastview 24-14. They're in the 3rd quarter. It's 42-9. Still at halftime, Georgetown and Leander High. 31-0. A&M consolidated over Pflugerville Hendrickson. Then we've got Huntsville still on top of Bryan Rudder, 14-10 at halftime.
1st and 10 Cougars at their own 20-yard line, 11:39 to go in the ballgame. College Station on top 17-0. Harrington Maiden in the shotgun formation, going to pitch it to Aiden Martinez-Brown. He's going to break to the outside. He's got the 30, 35, 40, and tripped up and falls forward and comes down at the 45-yard line. So a 25-yard gain on 1st down for Aiden Martinez-Brown.
If he gets to the edge, it's been a big play because they're so stacked up inside the box there trying to stop the Cougar run.
Going to give it to him again off the right side. Dances through the traffic, jumps over a defender, and comes down at the 48-yard line, gain of 3. And it's 2nd and 7. Maiden, bad snap. Maiden picks it up on the bounce, though. He's going to try and get something, and he will get nothing as he's going to lose yardage all the way back to the 39. Loss of 9.
First bad snap we've had tonight.
Cougars were fortunate in that it hit the ground and bounced right up to Harrington Maiden. But it's a big loss, setting up 3rd down and long. Maiden on the delayed handoff to Aiden Martinez-Brown, and he's going to get to the 42-yard line, and it'll be a quick 3 and out for the College Station Cougars.
Well, the 25-yard run certainly flipped the field a little bit. Bad snap certainly short-circuited that drive.
Connor Young to kick it away. Wall and Chapa back to receive it. Young puts his foot into it. A good high kick. Fair catch being called for, but letting it go is Wall, and it'll be killed at the 22-yard line. by Zach Profit. Mark it at the 23, and it'll be 1st and 10 for Cedar Park. 9:49 to go in the ball game. College Station on top, 17-0.
Well, you overcame the fumble there and able to shut down their offense, flip it back over the other way.
Aiden Arp in the quarterback position for Cedar Park. He's got Tyree Nicholson in the backfield with him. Sends 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Going to hand it off to Nicholson. And he'll get 3 yards off the left side.
Gain of 3, 2nd and 7 for the Timberwolves.
Hand it off again to Nicholson. He's going to be hit immediately in the backfield by Corbin Johnson. Helping to clean it up is going to be Shane Bellows. Sets up 3rd and 7. Arp to throw. He gets it away. It's incomplete, intended for Brock. And it'll be 4th down for the Timberwolves, and they'll be forced to punt.
5 Harrison Robinson in coverage for the Cougars. 4th down.
The epitome of a defensive ball game here tonight.
Yeah, neither offense has done much. Cedar Park has not scored. College Station has just 1 offensive touchdown.
8 Anthony Tisdale Jr. deep to receive for College Station. 17 Connor Shooty and punt formation.
Shooty to punt once again for Cedar Park. Gets it off. And Tisdale makes a fair catch at the 42-yard line.
Made by number 8 Anthony Tisdale.
Take over 1st and 10 there with 8:47 to go in the ball game, leading it 17-0.
An opportunity to eat some clock and completely put this ball game away with this drive upcoming for the Cougars.
Harrington Maiden in the quarterback position. He's got Aiden Martinez-Brown to his right. Maiden's looking to throw. Going to throw to the right side. He's got Bo Corton. Corton makes the catch across midfield and goes out of bounds at the 49 of Cedar Park. Gain of 9.
Gain of 9.
Just short of that 1st down. See what they do with Brown here in the rushing attack.
Maiden's looking to pass once again. Good protection. He's going to throw out to the left. He's got Brooks DeWitt. DeWitt makes the catch, and that's enough for a 1st down at the 41-yard line.
An 8-yard gain. College Station Cougar 1st down.
1st and 10 Cougars at the Cedar Park 41. Take the give, going to throw to Dang, and the pass was in front of him, not able to haul it in, and it's 2nd down.
Quick pressure right there by the Timberwolves. Got in his face pretty quick, and he tried to check that down. Incomplete is probably better than the 2-yard loss he was going to take if it had been completed.
2nd and 10 now. Maiden looking to pass, and Corton makes the grab, and he'll be stopped at the 37-yard line. Gain of 4 sets up 3rd and 6.
Gain of 4 brings up 3rd down and 6 for the Cougars. From the Cedar Park 37-yard line.
We go under 8 minutes to go in the ball game. That's going to be a false start on the Cougars.
Defensive lineman jumped, but you're not going to get that call when you're a wide receiver. You're behind the offense. Your offensive lineman goes forward because of that. You have a chance.
Yeah.
But not when it's the receiver standing behind the line, because Timberwolf guy did jump into the neutral zone.
So that takes it to a 3rd and 11 at the 42-yard line. Clock continues to roll. We're under 7.5. Maiden looking to pass. Here comes the pressure, and he is going to be sacked. He's going to be sacked back there by Jackson Fortney along with Brady Elford. And that's a loss all the way back to the College Station 49-yard line.
He's taken 2 sacks in this half. Both of them been 9 yards. Big negative plays there. One was on that bad snap. That one was just the outside blitz that got to him.
Connor Young to punt. Good high kick. Fair catch being called for and made by Chapa at the 20-yard line.
2 defenders getting at Wilson Staff at the 50-yard line, but no call there.
They actually mark it at the 21-yard line. 6:53 to go. I want to remind you, we'll have our post-game show sponsored by Zwerneman Flooring. Scott's going to head down and get a post-game interview with head coach Stoney Pryor. Get his thoughts on this game. Aiden Arp calls out the signals for Cedar Park. Takes the snap. We got everybody just kind of stopped. Didn't hear a whistle. Don't see any flags.
They ran a guy off and were waiting for the Cougars to see if they wanted to sub. So the line judge there had held up play.
No flags. Just going to restart here. Art takes the snap. He's looking to throw. And it's off the hands of the intended receiver, Brock.
3-8 throws incomplete.
Sets up 2nd and 10. Want to say congratulations to the College Station volleyball team. They defeated Magnolia tonight.
Arby's 2 of 9 for 7 yards here in the second half.
Second down. Here comes the pressure. He steps away from it. He's going to throw down the field, and that's nearly picked off by Tony Hamilton. Hamilton
hurt his hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's his hand. He's kind of holding his shoulder funny. It's just because he's got pain in his hand. He doesn't want to come off the field, so he's not even over looking at the Cougar sideline.
3rd and 10.
Caught that on the funny bone. He's kind of been shaking his fingers there a little bit.
3rd and 10 now for Cedar Park. Here comes the pressure. And Harp's just going to heave it downfield. Intended for Wall, but it's incomplete. Isaiah Pennygraph running step for step with him. And that'll bring on Schutz to punt once again. Shooty, excuse me, not Schutz.
They probably have more punts than first.
I think so, Scott. You know, College Station's bordering along that too. I mean, College Station hasn't been an offensive juggernaut.
No, but they played to win.
Yes.
They had the lead.
Yeah.
You had 1 turnover. They didn't manifest anything out of it.
Shuddy gets this kickoff, and it takes another Cedar Park roll, and it's going to be killed at the 24-yard line. Scott's going to head down to the field. He'll have our post-game interview with head coach Stoney Pryor. Cougars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24, leading 17-0 with 6:17 to go in the ball game. Maiden in the shotgun formation has Zach Dang to his left, Big Martinez Brown to his right. Now he'll motion Dang out of the backfield, going to throw a pass to him. Dang is going to dance around, get across the 25 to the 26. 8 of 2. Actually, they'll give him 3 to the 27. Sets up 2nd and 7. Going going to hand it off to Martinez Brown. Nice hole up the middle. And he'll get the first down as he gets up to the 34-yard line. Approach 5.5 to go in the ball game. Going to hand it off to Martinez Brown again off the left side, bouncing through tackles and across the 40 to the 42-yard line. Gain of 8 sets up 2nd and 2.
Gain of 8, 2nd and 2 for the Cougars.
Time handed off to Zach Dang. He'll go up the middle and have the first down as he's up to the 45 of College Station. As we go under 5 minutes to go.
A gain of 3 to the 45-yard line and a College Station Cougar first down.
To Aiden Martinez-Brown. He's going to pick his way through the defenders. Now he bounces outside. He's got the 40, 35, 30, and knocked out of bounds at the 22-yard line. Nice run there for Aiden Martinez-Brown.
For a 33-yard gain and a College Station Cougar first down.
Cougars now with a 1st and 10 at the Cedar Park 22-yard line. Wilson Staff in and he fumbles the handoff, and I believe Cedar Park is going to come out of there with it. We'll see. No signal yet, and there it is. It is recovered by Cedar Park.
And recovered by the Timberwolves.
Cougars turn it over on the fumble by Wilson Staff with 4.5 to go. Cedar Park will have it 1st and 10 at its own 26-yard line.
First down and 10 for the Timberwolves from the Cedar Park 21-yard line.
Excuse me, it's at the 21, not the 26. Second fumble by the Cougars tonight that is recovered by Cedar Park. Cedar Park has changed quarterbacks as Aiden Long is in now. And Long looking to throw. He'll roll to his left to get away from the pressure and just heaves it out of bounds. Incomplete.
Long pass is incomplete. Second and 10 for Cedar Park.
Second down and 10 now. Going to pitch it. Huge hit by Harrison Robinson on the ball carrier, Max Powell. Powell does get a gain out to the 25-yard, 26-yard line, so a gain of 5. Sets up 3rd and 5. Pass, he's got a receiver. That's Brock. He's hit immediately, and it's just a 1-yard gain. Anthony Tisdale on the tackle. That'll bring on the punt team for Cedar Park as we go under 3 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the ball game.
Anthony Tisdale being received for College Station. 17, Connor City in punt formation for the Timberwolves.
Shooting, puts his foot into it. We're just going to let it bounce, and it's going to roll inside the 20 and be killed at the 19-yard line. 2:52 to go in the ball game. Cougars on top 17 to nothing. College Station now just looking to put this one away. just have not been able to find an offensive rhythm tonight. First and 10. Harrington Maiden's going to hand it off to Zach Dang. He'll bounce through the middle, pick up 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. Off to Aiden Martinez-Brown. He'll follow his blockers and pick up the first down as he's up near the 30-yard line.
Aiden Martinez-Brown on the carry, tackle made by number 16, Keegan Oakley, along with number 46, Logan Wickett. Gain of 5 at College Station Cougar, first down.
We go under a minute and a half to go. Cougars, one more first down, and they can put this one away. Cougars in no hurry to get the play off as we approach a minute to go. Off to Aiden Martinez-Brown. He's got some room off the left side, and he'll pick up the first down.
26, Aiden Martinez-Brown, okay.
As he takes it to the College Station 43, and we are down to 50 seconds to go.
8-yard gain on the play, and the College Station Cougar first down.
Victory formation. Harrington Maiden takes a knee, and that will be the final snap of the ball game. Clock is down to 20 seconds, but the Cougars do not need to snap it again. They will win this one 17-0. Final seconds ticking off here, down to 7. Down to 2. 1-0, and that's going to be the ball game. The final score: College Station wins it 17-0. College Station now 3-0 in District 11 5A play, 5-1 overall. Cedar Park falls to 1-2 in district play and 1-5 overall. Cedar Park next week will take on Pflugerville-Hendrickson. They'll be at home to take on Pflugerville-Hendrickson. Cedar Park has been on the road the last 2 weeks. Last week they were at A&M Consolidated. Tonight they're here against College Station. College Station will be at home again next week as Leander Glenn will come calling in that one. The final score in this one, once again, 17-0. College Station wins it. We're going to step aside. When we come back, we'll begin our Zwerneman Flooring post-game show. Scott is down on the field. He's going to get our post-game interview with head coach Stoney Pryor. We'll wrap this one up. We'll look at next week, and we'll get you ready for that ball game as well. 17-0, the final score. You're listening to Cougar Football on Maverick 100.9.
Ever find yourself...
Oh yeah, they don't know. They're not playing over the season. Just like they're doing the outfield. Oh yeah, they'll be there. Like they're doing how come really do show? They're not doing like that. If they know what to do, people are gonna leave that way. They're not gonna do it. Everyone's gonna go like. No, they're gonna do it. They're setting up because they play. Everyone's gonna leave. They'll play it over the. Yeah. Left, right.
Wait till I get off my Okay. Football players looking. We could go to the food section, and you could have a.
simply isn't enough to contain it any longer. It's the College Station High School Mighty Cougar Band. Last weekend, the band participated in the 2022 Midway Marching Preview Competition in Waco, Texas. And when I say participated, I mean the band received overall outstanding music, overall outstanding color guard, overall outstanding percussion, and were declared the 2022 Midway Preview Grand Champions. Led by drum majors Peyton Faulkner, Ashley McCurry, Casey Hawkins, and Brandon Sequel, the band will be performing their 2022 marching production, The Process of Invention. Enjoy the adventure as the band performs fire, the wheel, light, and electricity. The performance includes arrangements of Noisy Wheels of Joy, The Fire of Eternal Glory, The Firebird, The Inferno, Fly to Paradise featuring Brandon Siegel on alto sax, and Sing. All arrangements are by Carol Britton Chambers and Manny Maldonado. It's the music, it's the marching, it's the process of invention. And bringing it all together for you tonight, it's your College Station High School Mighty Cougar Band. Bang, bang. directors are John Sear and Michael Dixon. Color guard director is Laura Nolan. The 2022-2023 band and guard sponsors are Embry Law Firm, Hayden Realtor, Gutierrez Real Estate Group, Brown Shoe Fit, Kevin Verdugo Farmers Insurance, Keller Williams Reality Brazos Valley, BBOMS Brazos Valley Oil and Maxillofacial Surgery Dental Implant Center, and Thorn Music Center. The Cougar